Paul Poiret, a major influence on fashion. Poiret's father was a cloth and fabric merchant. In 1897, Poiret apprenticed an umbrella maker. There, he sold sketches to dressmakers and used scraps of fabric to create clothing for a doll that his older sister gave him. In 1998, he apprenticed Jacques Doucet and later became the head of the tailoring department there. In 1901, he joined the House of Worth, where he then left in 1903 due to his avant-garde and modern designs conflicting with the clientele. In the same year, he would found his own fashion house, Haute Couture House. He was inspired by three main movements: Orientalism, which was the Euro-American practice of appropriating Middle Eastern and Eastern cultures' design elements and features; Ballet Russe, which was the Eastern and Russian folk influence and very costume-esque; and Art Nouveau, characterized by organic and natural form. These combined elements resulted in the ornamental, dramatic, and theatrical flair and modern elegance that defined him. He also was defined by his philosophy of women's liberation and freedom in fashion through his rejection of the corset and other restrictive garments. His first success was with the red cape that sold about 400 copies in 1998 under Doucet. He would then, in 1906, release the hobble skirt and kimono sleeve coat, inspired by Japanese culture. In 1910 and 11, the harem pants were successful for their ornate and exotic style. In 1913, he would release the lampshade tunic, which opposed the slim figure corseted gender norms. In 1911, he would host the 1002nd Night Party, where he released the Parfum de Rosine named after his daughter, which was the first time the model linking fashion and fragrance would influence nearly all houses today. In 1911, he also founded the decorative art school Altier Martin for working-class women, focusing on bright, vibrant floral designs inspired by folk art. His decline following World War II, with the shift towards traditional fashion in women's clothing. He would then have to close down in 1929 and died in 1944, largely forgotten. However, his influence still remained as he challenged gender norms and helped shift that oppressive style to modern and liberating. He also helped fuel Europe's fascination with the, relative to them, foreign and exotic, and he pioneered the model for expanding into lifestyle branding. His impact still is seen through the 1970s Bohemian era, which consisted of flowing silhouettes and wide-legged pants; Galliano, who mirrored his ornamental, theatrical, and Eastern elements; and Gaultier, who revived corsetless and Eastern designs. Regardless of his lack of success later in life, he was a visionary and helped to shape